It's actually 9:30. I
Oh, it's not
thought
too
the
bad.
meeting was going to be at 10:30, so it's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, we got the recording going. Can you see okay, sir?
Okay.
I'm just cut off.
Okay.
The
let me,
camera.
all right. Don't want to cut you off. Let me
I mean, they
adjust
showing.
this.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
All right. I'd rather it cut me off than you. All right. Okay. We want to first give praise to Tata and Zombie for allowing us to be here, for this opportunity. Every opportunity that we open our eyes and, yet have a breath of life, we ought to praise him because
Yes.
he's truly worthy to be praised. Hallelujah. Tata and Zambi, we come before you in the mighty name of Yesaya Kongo. We say Matando Masaka. Just thanking you for this opportunity and thanking you for us coming together and speaking with our brother, Massi'Yah. And Tata, we ask that you will cover him, cover everyone that is listening, that your hands of protection will be upon all of us, and that you would use us for your kingdom. Please, Tata. Let us be the children of light that you have called us to be to the nation.
Yes.
We love you. Nuzolele, Tata. Hallelujah. Ingeta. Ingeta.
Get that.
All right, my brother. So, how you doing, Massi'Yah?
I'm good. I'm good. A little tired, but I'm good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
How are you?
I am awesome. I'm doing real good. I've been busy also, a little tired too, but I am awesome. Ready to go for
Yeah.
full steam.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So first, we want to say Matando Masaka to you and all the work that you're doing for Isolele, Bantu people. And we want to say Matando for the Bantu therapy, and how it's coming together and all that you're doing. We want to say Matando
Mm.
for you, for your wife, and for everything that the two of you are doing. How's she doing?
Mm. She's well. She's well. She's asleep though.
All right.
She's asleep, but she's doing well. She's doing well. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's a pleasure. All this is for our people, for the Most High. It's just a huge pleasure.
Yes. All right. Well, before we ask the questions, get started, because we don't want to keep you too long. But just give us a little backdrop about the Bantu therapy, if you don't mind.
Okay. So the Bantu Therapy is an organization that actually came to us through prayer. During this whole COVID situation, my wife and I we used this opportunity to spend even more time in prayer and fasting. And so we got this idea through prayer. And then also, like, how can I say this? Because of the passion we have for our people, we got this idea also because we want to see our people restored. So the Bantu Therapy is exactly that. It's an organization that's there, for the restoration, to assist in the restoration of our people. And we will also reveal the steps in which to do it. Which is that of information, revelation, and creation. One of the things that led to our demise as a people is a lack of information. And as the scripture says, we are destroyed because of a lack of knowledge.
Yes.
So one of the first ways to empower our people is through information.
Yes.
And that is information regarding everything regarding us, all the information, all the knowledge that we lost regarding us in terms of the languages, our history, our culture, the spiritual significance behind our practices, the culture, the traditions, everything we have to know about our land, the economy of Africa, all of that, we need to regain, that which we lost. And one of the ways we will get that information, is through research, and also through speaking with elders, like Pastor Mello and other elders. For example, in Africa, there are tribes, or people rather, who live in remote parts of these countries,
Yeah.
and they don't know what Western culture is. They've had no influence, no Western culture influence. So the way they speak and the way they practice, biblical traditions is pure.
Wow.
It's untainted by Western culture. So these are the kinds of people that we plan to meet and speak with them, and then make them available for our people. So we'll make them.
Awesome.
We'll be doing articles, videos, and we'll be posting them on all our social platforms. So that's the first thing. That's the first thing. So that's information. And information empowers the intellect. But then the next step is revelation. And that empowers empowers the spirit. Another reason, apart from information, lack of knowledge, another thing that prevents us, from, or has weakened us, is, we have personal issues that we deal with that hinder us from reaching our full potential. For example, I know people who have tried to commit suicide. There are people we know who battle with homosexuality, and they feel so guilty, that they retreat, and these are brilliant minds. These are people we know have brilliant minds, and they'll be very useful for our people. But because of that, what they're battling with, they withdraw from society.
Yes.
And these are the kind of people who also need restoration. They need therapy. They need, healing. So these kind of things that our people, battle with, that prevent them from moving forward, from progressing. Also people who want to know what their purpose is. So in the revelation process, or the revelation step, we'll have coaches and mentors, who know how to draw out, how can I say it? They know how to draw out information from people, just by, like, they just know how to ask key questions, and also through the gifts that the Most High has given them, words of wisdom, words of knowledge, prophecy. They can pick up, okay, I believe that this is, or what I see is, you're good at this, maybe this is, your path or your purpose, things like that, So that is the revelation, process. Now, once our people are empowered intellectually, and they're empowered, spiritually and emotionally, because revelation is also about emotional. Some of our people are in emotional bondage, So even how do you call it? How do you call the process of, like, having, like, bondage is broken? Deliverance. Even people get deliverance. All of that will be in this process. Now that our people are empowered, they know what their purpose is, they know their identity. Now they're ready for the next step, which is that of creation. And that is now where people, they now walk fully in their divine purpose, their calling. So the people who are called, who love to work with children. So through this process now, and through so through this process, we'll know how to connect them, with different people, like-minded people, and also in this creation process, we will be providing business consulting for those who want to establish businesses in the motherland, and also those who want to have those who have ideas, and they want us to help them develop the ideas for the motherland, and those who like, we will also be linking like-minded business people, so this is part of the whole creation process, because in Africa, we want the politics to, like, how can I say, we want the political system to be developed. We want the economic system to advance, the judicial. We want all these systems to advance, but the people are underdeveloped, personally. Right. So we believe that, when we invest in the people, they'll be liberated, and now they'll be empowered to develop now these systems, because these systems are there to, to obviously help the people. It's the structure of society,
Yeah.
for everything to run smoothly, you know.
Yeah.
So that is the three-step process, you know, for the Bantu therapy, you know. I don't know if you have any other questions. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting something. I don't know. Do you have any questions so far?
Yeah, we have questions.
That's beautiful, you know, about the Bantu therapy. You know, that is I can't talk, but that is beautiful. You know, to help develop the people and to encourage them and let them know who they are, and you know that they fully walk in their calling, you know, and then, like you said, to link them up with like-minded people, you know, to develop them even more, you know, and that is a beautiful process, you know, and just to have that in place for them, it will encourage them, you know, to move forward, because they now see you know, what they have and able to operate at it. So beautiful. Yes.
Yes.
All right, so you gave us an overview of Bantu therapy and how it came about. So in regards to the trip, what is the goal with planning this trip for us in the diaspora? What is the ultimate goal?
The ultimate goal is to unite, you know, our people in the motherland with those our people in the diaspora with those in the motherland. Okay. And also it's especially for those in the diaspora who have never stepped foot, you know, in the continent. So these trips will be an opportunity for there to be a physical encounter, you know, with the motherland, you know. Also, it will be because we want to make these trips as informative as possible. Apart from just tourism, I mean, we're going to have fun, you know, but we also want them to be informative. So what we're planning on doing is getting experts in different fields, you know, in Congo, to basically having a panel where we have experts who answer questions, you know, that those in the diaspora may have, you know, which will help them make the most informed decisions regarding relocation, you know. So that's one of the main things, you know. And also we'd like, you know, to have our people in the diaspora and in the, you know, in the motherland to connect, you know, to form bonds, you know. So that is one of the main purposes, you know, of these trips, you know. I mean, there are some people, they may not necessarily be ready to relocate, but they want to think of starting businesses. There's also an opportunity to meet people that they can work with also in the motherland, you know. And also, I mean, we're all about, you know, unity. Like one of my desires, and one of the reasons I'm doing these videos is because of reconciliation. I'm passionate about reconciling our people. We know that there's tribalism in Africa, black on black violence in America, and then we also know that those in the diaspora and the motherland, we're not fully reconciled. You know, so one of my desires is for reconciliation in the motherland, in the diaspora, and then also together, you know. And I believe these trips will help with that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So
also, sorry, just one thing. I believe these trips will be a lot of spiritual encounters. You know, a lot of spiritual encounters, because some people they will come out of curiosity, you know. But when the Most High confirms, when they have a vision or they have encounters, I mean, it's over. You know, I mean, the Most High has to if Congo is your land, the Most High has to confirm it. You know, so I believe when people step on Congolese soil, and it's not just going to be Congo. Okay, we're going to be doing other Bantu countries. You know, but when people step on the land, I already believe there'll be some who have visions immediately once they get off the airplane. They'll have visions immediately. I believe some will even have flashes of the ancestors. They'll see the ancestors being taken, you know, being taken. So that would be confirmation that this is where your ancestors were taken from.
Yeah.
Oh man, you got me excited over here. I'm trying to contain it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So the panel of experts you'll have there, what type of experts will be there? Will there be people talking about purchasing land, houses, or what?
Yes, so purchasing land will be lawyers, will be, we'll try to get those who are in, how do you call it? Like, those who work for the government in terms of citizenship, citizenship. So these kinds of people, also medical doctors for those who have questions maybe about medical aid, so these different kinds of, and it'll be amazing if you can also get the president to come to be part of the panels. So we're going to try to do that too.
Okay. Now, aside from that, the business aspect, you did indicate that it's going to be fun as well. So what type of activities do you have planned, the fun activities?
Okay, so one thing.
Share that.
I'll share some. Praying up the mountain. I believe there's something. I mean, you say pray up the mountains all the time, So now imagine doing that now in your country, in the land of your ancestors, and we're all together in one accord and we pray together to the Most High, There are people who have written to me and said they'd like to meet with the Tokois Church, members of the Tokois Church, the Kibangis Church. And okay, I know this is taboo, but I'm just gonna say it. There are some people they want to discover, they love to know which tribes they're from. So there are people who have spiritual giftings where they're able to tell, which through word of knowledge they're able to tell which tribe you're from. So you don't. I know a lot of people are into DNA. I'm not against DNA, but it'll be good to compare. For those who have done their DNA test, you can now compare also with the spiritual results. So when we meet elders and brothers and sisters who have these giftings where they can tell you from this tribe, and then compare the results.
Yes. I will be there with my hand.
Now I do know too. They said that they can look at your physical characteristics as well.
Yes. Sometimes, sometimes we can tell straight away. Like some of you that we see in America, he's from my tribe, or he's from the Kongo.
I have a friend from Cameroon. I've told you all before. She's Bantu. She's 100% Bantu. And I remember before I was awakened, she was telling me I look part Nigerian and part Ghanaian. She got the Ghanaian wrong because I think I had like only 1% Ghanaian. Most of it is Nigerian and Bantu Congo. Southern Bantu Congo and Cameroon. So she got the Nigerian part right. The other part she didn't. But back to the question here. We're going to ask another question, then we'll open it up to see if anybody that's on the video YouTube have any questions. So will you be planning any more trips to other areas besides Kinshasa?
Like you mean for the first trips?
Not the first trip, but just, because I know the first trip eventually is just primarily for Kinshasa, but in the future, do you plan on having more trips in different parts of Africa, different parts of Congo, or?
Different parts of Congo, I'm not too sure. I mean, eventually, yes, but Congo is huge already, It's just the more the team grows, I think we'll be able to do multiple countries, But one thing we're trying to do after Congo, we're thinking of having a survey. So we'll pick 3 countries, one from East Africa, one from Central, one from Southern Africa, and then we it'll be a survey, and the people pick, and then the highest result, that's where we're gonna go.
Wow, I like
but
that.
But now if our team grows, we may be able to do multiple. So one team can go to Gabon, another team can go to Kenya, another team to South Africa. It just depends on how we're structured and if we have enough people. But we definitely want to do other Bantu countries. I mean, I want to visit other Bantu countries too.
Yes. Now, Massi'Yah, if you can, do you have a team yet? Do you have more people that's working with you besides you and your wife?
Yes. So on our website, we have 5 people.
Okay.
Three are directly, no, 4 are working with us directly, and then there's a lady called Mama Patricia.
Yes.
So no, you know her, yes.
Yes, we
Yes.
So
do.
she's a partner. She's a partner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but there are different people writing to us saying that they'd love to join. So, we're just looking at, the right now the current needs, know, of the Bantu therapy. And yeah, so we're just looking around for now and speaking with people, having interviews, yeah.
So anybody that's interested, that may have some expertise in the areas that you've mentioned and they are willing to help out, they just need to go to the website and
Yes.
just let you know.
Yeah, it's on the website, and then you can also email me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So anybody ready to work? Have any expertise in the areas that he mentioned? All right, let's get to work.
ask your questions.
All right, we're gonna see if anybody have any questions. Put your questions in
the chat,
or either
open your mic.
yeah, or either
unmute yourself.
unmute yourself. I want to give you all a chance. I have some more questions here, but I want to give other people that came on to join us an opportunity to ask any questions perhaps that they may have.
Well, we were talking about, you said that June was a good month to come. That time of year, the weather is really, really nice. So what type of clothes should we pack?
Somebody asked me that yesterday.
And comfortable shoes, of course. Are we going to be doing a lot of walking?
I think when we go visit villages and when we go up the mountains, that day will be a lot of walking. So I think it'll just be a good idea to prepare, I don't know, walking shoes. I don't know how we call them, but shoes that are made for walking, comfortably. Yeah. Heel shoes.
Gym shoes.
Yeah. How do you dress?
I have plenty of gym shoes. Now,
Sorry?
going up to the mountain,
Oh.
Is that a path that we're going to walk up to the mountain, walk up to the prayer?
Yes. And from what I was told from people I know in Congo, it's a 45-minute walk. So it's basically hiking.
Okay.
Y'all better get ready.
Yeah.
So dress accordingly, and that's why I'm out every morning, getting my cardio up and walking and getting myself in shape, because I don't want to come on the trip and sit. I want to move around and walk and hike and everything that I need to do.
Yes.
While I'm there, I'm so excited. I might not come back, y'all. I might not come back to America, y'all. So where's Mama Bag 2? Oh, she rented a place over there.
Oh. Yeah, but regarding how to dress, I know when I was there in when was this? There was a time when I was there in June. I think it was June. Yes, June. It wasn't cold, So I was in t-shirt, t-shirt and pants. So. Okay. I mean, especially for y'all in the diaspora, it's not going to be cold. Either way, there's no winter in Congo. It's spring or summer.
Okay. Yeah. So the evenings doesn't get colder, like for a sweater or a jacket, things like that. I can't wait to go to the villages.
Yeah. No, it doesn't get cold. It gets cooler, but it doesn't get cold. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's about all the questions I had. Now, getting dressed up in our ceremonial clothes. I can't wait to get dressed up in a ceremonial outfit. So is there going to be, well, we're going to be going to churches and things like that, but is it going to be a dress up picture day?
Dress up picture day? When you say like, for what exactly?
For the group.
Oh, a dress up day.
So we can have our African clothes on, our turbans, and diaspora has come home. Diaspora has come home.
Okay. Well, I don't think I was supposed to say this, but we are kind of planning on having I don't know, like a welcome party for the diaspora,
Nice.
where everyone now dresses. But we're gonna communicate all of that to y'all. But yeah, so you can prepare, or keep in mind having traditional clothing.
Yes, traditional clothing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we have some questions in the chat here. The first one is, what's the average temperature around that time of the year? So I assume they're talking about the different months that we're going. And on there, I had looked it up, but I'll let you answer that, Massi'Yah. I researched it so I can know. That's how I determine which month we will be going in.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I've never been to Congo in May, so I'm not too sure. June, I think. I used to live in the United States, so I was used to the Fahrenheit system, but now I don't remember it anymore. But I think in June it's 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. I don't remember what that is in Fahrenheit. I'm not too sure. Yeah. So I think June, July, it's more or less the same.
Yes, it's from when I researched it, it's consistently the same. It's in the 80s, mid 80s. But I know in prior to June, you have the rainy months, the rainy season.
Yes.
And it ends in June. And it rains like it said up to 10 days. So it gets down, they said later on like 75 degrees. So it's nice weather.
Okay.
So
yeah.
25 Celsius is about 77 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the temperature range you gave is anywhere between, as Mama said, 77 to 95 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the next question is, how long is the trip?
The trip is 10 days. 10 days.
Oh, okay.
10 days.
Okay, and the next question
That's
she
been
has.
Answered. The second one's been
Okay,
answered.
okay.
Like in April.
Oh, she said, what type of foods do they have?
Vaccinations.
Okay.
What types of food?
I know they like greens like us.
A lot of greens, a lot of vegetables, a lot of organic food.
I'm going to try everything. I'm going to try everything.
Me too, Mama. I'm with you.
Everything.
No problem.
We both going to be sitting there.
We'll try everything. Yes, we'll do everything to taste the different, specialties.
Yes.
But, like in Congo, they like a lot of vegetables, vegetables and organic food. Yeah, do get chicken and meat and stuff, but organic, like spinach, different kinds of spinach, vegetables, fish also. But obviously prepare the spices. I'm not a chef, so I don't know the spices, the names, all of that, But yeah, that's basically it, basically it. But we'll discover all of that when we go there.
I understand if I remember it correctly. Is it pondu?
Pondu, yes.
Yeah, somebody told me they keep talking about. They sent me a recipe and they said you got to eat it when you go to Congo.
It's one of my favorite foods.
Yeah.
Favorite foods. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when we have it, I'm sitting next to you and we're going to enjoy it.
Definitely. And normally we eat with our hands,
Yeah, I'm accustomed to that. I learned that there's a lot of us down south over here in the United States have a lot of way similar because
we ate from the south. We ate pinch some greens, you pinch some bread, and you put it in your mouth. That's
fufu. Y'all eat with the fufu. We did it with the cornbread before the cornbread.
Yes.
Before the cornbread, it was the what did we call it when I was my godmother?
Hot water cornbread?
No, not the hot water cornbread. No, it was before the cornbread. Whole cakes. Whole cakes.
Yes. Okay.
From the whole cakes, they went to the cornbread. So I said that's the equivalent to their fufu because we use that and smash it with the beans, peas, and greens and eat it with our hands. Now we have a question about vaccinations, Massi'Yah. What vaccinations are required?
She said, "Are they necessary?"
Yeah, I know it is.
Yes, it is necessary.
For yellow fever, and it's an obligation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All righty.
So that's the only vaccination that that you know of so far, or that's it, period?
From what we read on the how to call it, the requirements on the web, I can't remember where we looked at it. That was my wife who saw it. She said she only saw yellow fever.
Okay.
Now what they could do also, and what you should do anyway, is when you're going out of the states to another country, is to get with your physician and ask them what are the necessary shots that are required, and the physician will let you know as well, your physician.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also the health department will give you a list of shots that you need for going, out of the country also.
Yeah.
All righty. Let's see here. I think some of these questions have been answered with us talking. Tell us a little bit about Kinshasa. I mean, what is the vibe, the feel, and what to expect when we come over there?
Okay, the vibe. Well, for one, is the biggest. It's the capital city. It's the capital city, and I actually read that recently that it's the third largest city in Africa. I think.
Oh wow!
Third largest city in Africa.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, number one, people are friendly. People are friendly. I mean, despite the suffering, the misery, and people are always making jokes, laughing, playing, and that's one of the reasons I like to go back, is that, after everything that we've been through, we still find a reason to smile, to laugh, to joke around, that's, that for me, that's amazing, that is amazing. And it helps also, get through all the situations that we're going through, but I will say this at the same time, and this is, I was told this recently by those that I know there. They said that the majority of Congolese people have lost hope. They have lost hope in the situation. A lot of them don't even believe things are going to get better. And for me, this is where now we look to y'all in the diaspora, because y'all still have that fire. You also have that fire, and you can help revive the fire of those in the motherland. So we're looking to you. What else can I say? It's a very vibrant city, very vibrant. There are obviously like different things that we find in cities. There are clubs, there are restaurants, there's all of that. But overall, it's vibrant. People laugh a lot. Make jokes. Even if you don't know them, they can make jokes with you. I mean, even with you on the diaspora when you come, people will be making jokes. But also, the reality is the whole, despair that our people have is also reality. So these are just some things to keep in mind, when you come over. If you can also try and encourage our people that side, it'll be, a huge help.
Yes. Yes.
All right, we have a good question here. It says, what would you happen to know what types of businesses are needed there, or would benefit the people? What type of businesses
What kinds of businesses? Honestly, everything. Everything. We need everything, because the government's not doing anything.
Wow.
So we literally need everything.
Wow.
So if we come over, bringing our ideas and to implement it there in Kinshasa, how can we get the government involved to help us? If they're not doing anything, what is it we can do to get them involved?
Well, I think for one, and that's one reason why, like the Bantu therapy team is going there in October, to speak with them. Just to give them a heads up, telling them that, look, we have people, our brothers and sisters in the diaspora who would like to relocate, and they'd also like to start businesses. I think it starts there, But right now there is political instability, So, so as of right now, I'm not too sure how it's all going to happen, and that is one reason why we want to have a panel of experts to be better able to answer, these questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
It was. I like that question. That was real good.
So I have a question about the people on the land that are there in Kinshasa, are they aware that the Bantu therapy is planned in this particular trip, and how will they feel? But it sounds like we're conversating that maybe it has not been advertised yet, or
no, not yet. It hasn't been advertised yet, but we have I have well, we call her Mama Esther, you know, in Kinshasa. She has spoken to some people about the Bantu therapy, and they're very excited, you know, very excited. So yeah, you know, and and some people, she has also told people about the Bantu trips, you know, telling people that, you know, we have our brothers and sisters coming over, you know, so the people are excited, the people are waiting for y'all, you know.
Yeah. She has a lot of connections, Mama.
She does. Yes, she does.
Yeah. No, but this is another Mama Esther though.
Oh,
it's another Mama Esther.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, look at all these Mama Esters.
I know.
Something about that name, Esther.
Exactly.
Look at all the mamas coming forth.
Yeah.
Our time to come forth.
I know they speak French over there. Parlez-vous français? Yeah. Oui, oui. Comment allez-vous?
Je vais bien. Et vous?
Comme ça.
Okay, all right. Not too bad, not too bad.
So a question was written down. What are probably some key French words that they would need? I know probably a greeting, which is
greetings.
It's multiple greetings in French. I know they have. So yeah, give us some words.
I mean, okay. For during the day we say bonjour. Okay, bonjour, and in the evening, bonsoir. Bonsoir. Good evening. Yeah.
And then bye, au revoir.
Au revoir. Bye, au revoir. Okay, so I hope y'all gonna practice your Bantu though. Your Bantu language.
Yes.
Yes. You know.
Practice it.
Because that would be more impressive. You know.
Okay.
You know.
I've been listening to the young lady that is working with Pastor Mello with the in Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah, so she has
Mama Lisa.
Yeah, she has a what is that app? My son used to be on that app for school, but I've been listening to that. And I actually learned some things. If I learn the grammatical part of it, then it'll be easier for me. Like I know now the new and the two, you know, the singular and the plural. I've learned that, so that's how I learn, by giving me the semantics of it, and it comes easy. For me. That's how I learn. So so I'll let the people know too, and they can go and because they have flashcards, so they can be practicing the Kongo language as well. So that's what I've been doing.
Okay. I asked Pastor Mello if we could do together a video where he explains Lingala, you know, the basics, because in Kinshasa, the #1 language is Lingala. You know?
Okay.
You will meet Congo people, you know, but even they speak Lingala, you know. So yeah, I think Lingala would be better to learn, but obviously when we go, for example, to the villages and we meet, you know, with some Bakongo elders, I mean, if you speak in Kikongo, they'll understand, you know. When we go to the Tokois church or the Kimbangis church, they'll understand the Kikongo, you know. But the everyday language, you know, is Lingala in Kinshasa.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I've been learning a little Lingala as well, and somebody's been teaching me a little Swahili and
Mbote.
Mbote. Exactly.
Massi'Yah.
Yeah. And in Kinshasa, just one thing I forgot to mention about Kinshasa, because you asked what kind of city it is. You'll find all the tribes there. All the tribes mingled. You know, all the tribes mingled. Like in central southern part of Congo, that's mainly the Luba people. Okay. The southwest, that's the Bakongo. The north is the Bangala, and then the east is the Swahili. But then Kinshasa is where everybody meets, you know. So you'll find it's very rich. It's, you know, but the #1 language is Lingala.
Lingala.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All righty. We got any more questions?
Anybody else have some questions?
Oh, wow.
Anyone?
All right. Question. We have a question. Pastor Darren would like to know is, Pastor, will we foresee Pastor Mello perhaps gracing us with his presence?
Yes, he'll be there.
Yes.
He'll be there. I don't know if he'll be there for all of them, but he'll definitely be there for some of them.
Yes.
Okay. So he will. Great. Great.
Yeah.
Tell him be there in June.
I'll tell him. June will be good.
Now, I know we reached out to you, Massi'Yah, about, it's a group of us. I think I've gotten probably about 12 names or more for June. So I'm going to start a spreadsheet with that, and just to make sure that they have registered, with you.
Okay.
So is there anything else? And I'm going to send you that spreadsheet as well so that we can have this coordinated and make this happen, since everybody want to, well, not everybody, but these groups would like to, a group of people like to go together in June, since they're familiar with everybody. It's a lot of people that are on our ministry with us. And, our prayer, when we have our prayer on fasting and prayer on Fridays as well. So is there anything else that you can think of that I need to do perhaps to make this easy to coordinate?
I think the only thing is really for everybody to subscribe, register in the same month. And then when the dates, because in October, the dates now will be final. Now, once we have the dates, I suggest that you go back on the site, and then everybody who wants to go together, they book the dates at the same time.
Okay.
We have another question too that popped up, and the question is, would we be able to bring dried goods back with us, like medicinal leaves and the likes?
Yes, definitely.
If they allow us, because they took some stuff away from us one time. We went out of state. Yeah, the customs took it away from us. You remember?
Yeah, we were.
Okay. So then it depends on the how to call it, the laws then in the diaspora. If they allow you to import.
Yeah. Yes, there's a lot of laws surrounding imports. Even if you're trying to purchase things to sell here, you got to have like a middleman almost to go through, because I've researched that. So bringing stuff in from there, when you go through customs will take it away.
But you can ship it, correct? You can ship any dry goods and leaves and things like, you just ship it home.
Yeah.
Some things you can bring back. I know, like my friend, she had brought me back some nuts that her mother had made, some shea butter, and some homemade ginger. She's brought back with me.
Okay.
Now, I also know that what they confiscated from us when we came back from Dominican Republic, it was fruit. So something about the fruit, and entering into the United States. So they took that. But I don't see why, they will hold back, like leaves or something like that, for medicinal.
Okay.
I don't see that. She also asked, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say, like, in South Africa, because for those who know, I've lived in South Africa most of my life. So when we bring things from Congo, we have to wrap it up really well, so we have to package it and wrap it. Otherwise, they also get taken or confiscated, So just make sure you wrap it up well, no odors, none of that,
Oh, okay.
But it obviously still depends on the regulations of the different countries, in the diaspora.
Okay.
Yeah.
She also asked, she said, can $20,000 purchase a small piece of land?
Can purchase a huge piece of land. Can purchase a huge piece of land.
And then you can live off of it some.
But when it comes to the prices, again, it's one of the things I will finalize when I go to Kinshasa. Then I'll do a video where I let everybody know of the prices. I just want to make sure, of the prices I have heard, that they're accurate.
Okay.
Yeah.
And another question is, do you have a limit of people who could go?
Yes. So we want to keep the groups as intimate as possible. So 30 to 35 people.
30.
Because we also want to, create bonding, time to, for people to bond, get to know each other, yeah.
Yes, yes.
And it's also manageable, easy. We can easily manage, that size, since we're still a small team.
So Massi'Yah, do you all have the place where we will be residing at yet? Have you located that yet?
So there's a number of hotels. But again, in October is when we're going to finalize, because we want to negotiate further, to negotiate the prices of the hotel rooms, and once that is set, which will be in October, then we'll let you know which hotel we'll be staying at.
Now, I know we pre-registered. What was it for 2 people, for 2 adults?
It was in what money is that again on your website?
The pre-registration fees.
Yeah, it's not pounds, but it's
Euro.
Euros.
And it was 4.
Tell us in American dollar. These people are American out here. Tell us in American dollar.
I'm thinking it was. I can't remember, but I think it was like
you
5. I had them to put it to a certain limit, but I think it was like 520, 540, something like that.
540 for 2.
For a couple, it was something.
What
like
Massi'Yah's on here, Massi'Yah, for 2 adults? You remember offhand how much it is?
Yeah. I mean, I actually have to go back on the site. I actually don't remember.
Okay.
$450.
$450.
Yes.
Okay, for 2 people. Okay. So my next question to that then is, what is the total price per person for the whole entire trip?
So right now, on average, it's $2,000 US dollars per person. But obviously included in that is the flight tickets. And since the whole COVID situation, the prices fluctuate, greatly. So we don't have control over that.
Right.
But the rest of the cost depends on the hotels, the hotel rooms, the activities that we'll be doing, so which is what we're going to be finalizing in October. So once all that is finalized, we'll give a detailed breakdown of what makes up the cost. But there's still room for negotiation, so the price will decrease. Well, it should decrease. Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's all the questions that we had. Anybody else have any more questions before we let Massi'Yah go? All right.
That was very informative, Massi'Yah. We thank you. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you. And you look like my family. Don't I look like your family?
Definitely.
So we have a spot like that.
we have the same nose, Massi'Yah.
Before I heard you speak, because obviously now with your accent I can tell you where you're from, but before I heard you speak, I thought you were someone from Africa.
You see? I am someone from Africa.
Yes.
Technically, yes.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Before we let you go, Massi'Yah, somebody said they have a praise report here. They said, it's Gigi? She said, just a small praise report. I didn't have the money, but really wanted to go, so I filled out the pre-registration form on faith. 3 weeks later, a huge door opened for me out of nowhere. They can cover the trip for 2 people. Praise Tata.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. Yeah. And so I prayed this morning too to remove obstacles out the way for those that want to go.
I did too.
Remove, let it be no obstacle. Anybody that wants to go, let them be able to go. So I'm just gonna walk out on faith and believe that even for us, that He will make the way for us to go back home.
Yes.
Yeah, but we don't want anybody to, like, we want as many people as possible to participate, and we don't want finances to be a hindrance. So so one of the reasons also we want to go see the president is to get funding so that we can sponsor those who are unable to go for financial reasons, But at the same time, right now, like there's a payment plan where people can pay monthly for up to 10 months, So for anybody who, may not be able to pay everything at once, so they can pay in installments of 10 months. They just have to let us know, and also let our partner know, Ulolo Efwa. I've mentioned that in a video before. So Ulolo Efwa, they just let us know if they would like to, take advantage of this payment plan, so to be able to pay in multiple months. And once we, like in October, when we have the fixed price per person, those who have overpaid will reimburse, and obviously, if for those who have already paid and there's still some more to pay, obviously they just continue to pay until they've paid everything off. I don't know if does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. So in case of something, y'all forbid, happens, someone has paid their money, they're not able to go, is it refundable?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, just repeat that.
In case someone is not able to go and they have paid their money, is it
refundable? Okay, yes, it's up to them. Either they can be fully refunded, okay, or they could save for the. Wait, are you talking about the pre-registration fees or the the hotel fees?
Just period in general.
Okay.
Say either or
Okay.
both.
Okay, so for the hotel fees, I'm not okay. So for hotel fees, so those who cannot go, obviously they have to cancel. They have to cancel obviously in time. So, but we will verify with the hotels how soon they should cancel. Because there may be some some fees. Some fees that they may have to pay, or penalty fees.
Cancellation fees.
Or cancellation fees. Yeah, cancellation fees. And regarding the pre-registration fees, so it's so if the trips won't happen, for example, let's say next year the whole COVID situation is still happening, they get a full refund, or they can save that pre-registration fees for a future trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. So that's all the questions that I had. Unless you thought of some more, we want to let Massi'Yah go. We want to be considerate of his time there.
Yeah, we appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I can't wait to see y'all.
Oh man, I'm trying to run there.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you, my brother.
All right.
Yeah, it'll be amazing.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I'd love to come back. Thank you. It's an honor. It's an honor to be here.
Oh man, we love to have you back anytime. Anytime. And you can just contact me and say, hey Darren, I want to come and speak, or whatever. It's yours. Anytime.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you so much.
All right, family.
All right.
Thank you. Matanda Masaka, Mingi, Asante Mingi, Swahili. For you all joining us, and we really appreciate you, Massi'Yah, again for this. So on that note, we're going to end you all, and we will see some of you all, if not all, this weekend.
Yes.
Matondo.
Zolo, Ulolo.
No, he want me to
the
stop.
square.
It's too.
There you go.